Good morning, students. In this class, we will see about some of the multiple choice questions and their answers. So, the first one is to determine if there is any CPD, the physician will order pelvimetry, fetal skull pH, amniocentesis, and X-ray examination. The answer is the X-ray examination. The fetus is most likely to be damaged by the pregnant woman's injections of drugs during the first trimester, second trimester, third, and the entire pregnancy. It will be affecting the most of the in 3 of the trimesters, but it is most in the first trimester because many of the organogenesis will take place in the first trimester. Hyperemesis gravidarum is frequently associated with excessive amniotic fluid intake, a history of cholecystitis, high levels of HCG, and slowed secretion of hydrochloric acid. The answer is high levels of choriogonadotropin or HCG, human choriogonadotropin hormone. The contraction thrust is indicated in a client with the placenta previa, premature onset of labor, a previous abruptio placenta, a pregnancy of more than 40 weeks. The answer is a pregnancy of more than 40 weeks. More than half of the neonatal deaths in the United States are caused by atelectasis, prematurity, congenital heart disease, respiratory distress syndrome. The answer is prematurity. The major concern about pregnant unmarried teenagers is that they are often diabetogenic, socially dependent, financially independent, and prone to pH. The exact correct answer is they are prone to pH. One of the most common causes of hypotonic uterine dystocia is maternal anemia, twin gestation, maternal anemia, pelvic contractures, and PAH. The answer is the twin gestation because in the twin gestation there is an undue enlargement of the uterus. So the uterus is go into a hypotonic activity. Care of the client with placenta previa includes vital signs at least once per shift, tap water enema before delivery, observation and recording of bleeding, limited ambulation until bleeding stop. Is the observation and recording of the bleeding. The abdominal pain associated with abruptio placenta is initially caused by hemorrhagic shock, inflammatory reaction, concealed hemorrhage, and blood in the uterine muscles. The answer is concealed hemorrhage. Concealed hemorrhage means the blood collected between the uterine muscles. The bleeding following severe abruption is caused by polycythemia, hyperglobulinemia, thrombocytopenia, hypofibrinogenemia. The answer is hypofibrinogenemia. The details you can see for the video which I put for DIC in pregnancy. The best intervention to delay the delivery of clients with vaginal bleeding in the last trimester is bed rest, USG, oxygen by mask, non-stress test. The answer is by bed rest. Nursing care of a woman in premature labor includes encouraging them not to bear down, reassuring them situation is under control, keeping NBO to prevent abdominal distension, explaining why pain medication is kept minimum. The correct answer is the explaining why pain medication is kept minimum because the patient will be in the pain and we have to give a low dose of pain medication because the drugs which we give may cause respiratory depression to the baby. Baby is premature so prone to develop respiratory distress. Over more if we give them means opioid drug analgesics it may again cause respiratory center depression. A predisposing factor to postpartum hemorrhage is a short duration of labor, previous cesarean delivery, presence of multifetal pregnancy, and mother who is 40 years of age or more. The answer is multifetal pregnancy. In multifetal pregnancy, there is undue enlargement of the uterine, so it may lead to hypotonic or atonicity of the uterus. Following delivery of twins, the client is predisposed to PPH. The reason is that atonia of uterus, secondary infection, laceration of cervix, retained placenta. As I explained for the question number 13, the answer is atonia of uterus. PPH rarely occurs as a complication of retained placenta, overdistended bladder, delivery of a twin, twin hydramnios, and pregnancy-induced hypertension. The answer is pregnancy-induced hypertension. The most common indication of cesarean delivery is vaginal atony, placenta previa, primary uterine inertia, and CPD. Among these, the correct answer is CPD. The safest position for the woman in labor is prone, Fowler's lithotomy, Trendelenburg. The answer is Trendelenburg position. The first objective sign of a session in eclampsia is epigastric pain, nausea, vomiting, persistent headache, and blurred vision. C. Spots of flashes of light before eyes. D. Rolling of eyes to one side with fixed stop. The answer is rolling of eyes to one side with fixed stop. The 19th question, the priority of nursing care in severely pre-eclamptic woman is isolating in a dark room, maintaining her in the supine position, encouraging her to drink clear fluids, protecting her against external stimuli. The answer is protecting her against any external stimuli, that is noise, sound, light, all those things will come. The danger of a session in a woman with preeclampsia after labor begins, after delivery occurs, 24 hours postpartum, 48 hours postpartum. The correct answer is for 48 hours postpartum. Birth hazard associated with breech delivery is abruptia placenta, cephalhematoma, pathological jaundice, and cord compression. Among these, the answer is cord compression. If anemia present with HB level of 8 gram or less on the mother with cardiac disease, probably develop heart block, cardiac failure, atrial fibrillation, cardiac compensation. The correct answer is cardiac failure. In specific nursing intervention for laboring clients with cardiac problems, monitoring BP every hour, encouraging of frequent voiding, auscultating for rails in every 30 minutes, turning from one side to the means every 15 minutes. The answer is auscultating for rails every 30 minutes. Descent of fetal head into pelvis begins at before onset of labor, after onset of labor, after the pain starts, none of the above. The correct answer is before the onset of labor. A neonate admitted into an NICU have a muscle twitching, convulsions, cyanosis, abnormal respiration, and short cry. The infant may have tetany, spina bifida, hyperkalemia, and intracranial hemorrhage. The correct answer is tetany. In well-flexed vertex position, the part that leads and meets the pelvic floor first is the occiput. The largest single indication for induction of labor is prolonged pregnancy, woman with cardiac problem, maternal request, abruptia placenta. The correct answer is prolonged pregnancy. Induction of labor contraindicated in abruptia placenta, stillbirth, placenta previa, premature rupture of membranes. The answer is placenta previa. Maturation of cervix begins in 1 to 2 weeks prior to labor, 5 to 6 weeks prior to labor, 2 to 3 weeks prior to labor, none of the above. The correct answer is 5 to 6 weeks prior to the labor. Prostaglandins are commonly administered orally, intramuscular, intravaginal, intravenously. The correct answer is intravaginally. Artificial rupture of fetal membranes are called amniotomy, phlebotomy, stripping of membrane, cordotomy. The correct answer is amniotomy. One of the most common causes of obstetrical labor is CPD, reduced pelvic outlet, full bladder, poor maternal effort. The correct answer is CPD. Third stage of labor usually lasts for 20 to 30 minutes, means 1 to 15 minutes, 25 to 35 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes. The correct answer is near 20 to 30 minutes. A condition which placenta remains morbidly adherent, placenta accreta, placenta previa, abruptia placenta, none of the above. Answer is placenta accreta. Quickening felt by the mother during 10 to 12 weeks, 15 to 22 weeks, 10 to 15 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks. The correct answer is 15 to 22 weeks. An abandoned infant has been brought to the hospital. Ophthalmia neonatorum is diagnosed. A nurse can estimate the infant's age 1 day, 2 day, 3 to 4 day, none of the above. Is between 3 to 4 days. When a fetal blood vessel lies over the os in front of the presenting part, it is known as placenta previa, abruptia placenta, vasa previa, none of the above. The correct answer is vasa previa. Fetal macrosomia means birth weight over 3,500 gram, birth weight over 400 gram, birth weight over 4,500 gram, none of the above. The answer is birth weight over 4,500 gram. A manual requires midwife to identify the posterior shoulder and vaginal examination. Rubin's manual, Wood's manual, Salmon-Lee manual, none of the above. The answer is Rubin manual. Puerperium is the period approximately -weeks from commence from the completion of third stage. The correct answer is 6 weeks, otherwise 42 days from the third stage of labor. Discharge from the uterus during the puerperium is known as mucus, lochia, leucorrhea, debris, and the correct answer is lochia. Infants whose mother contracted rubella in the first trimester are frequently born with photocythemia, otosclerosis, hypocephalus, and cardiac abnormalities. The correct answer is cardiac abnormalities. If the woman with untreated chlamydial infection is allowed to deliver vaginally, the infant is in danger of being born with a thrush, congenital syphilis, ophthalmia neonatorum, neurologic complications. The correct answer is ophthalmia neonatorum. Cessation of breathing more than 30 seconds is known as apnea. 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 58 seconds. The correct answer is 20 seconds. During labor, the nurse must be aware of an early deceleration is evidenced by the fetal heart rate of 8 to 100 beats per minute, 140 to 160 beats per minute, 120 to 140 beats per minute, 100 to 120 beats per minute. Correct answer is 100 to 120 beats per minute. A baby with the Apgar score of 4 indicates the fact that baby's respirations are 35, muscle tone is flaccid, heart rate over 100. Baby is pink but extremities are blue. The answer is muscle tone is flaccid. Hypothermia occurs when the temperature is below 35 degrees Celsius, 36 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius, none of the above. The correct answer is 36 degrees Celsius. The feed given to the baby in the breastfeed is known as supplementary feed, complementary feed, artificial feed, none of the above. It is a supplementary feed. If the feed given after the breastfeed is known as complementary feed, artificial feed, supplementary feed, and none of the above. It is the complementary feed. White yellow papules seen over the cheeks and nose forehead of the newborn is known as milia, miliaria, petechiae, purpura. The answer is milia.